I may not be feeling alive myself, but that's no reason not to go live.
What was it you said about your noodle, Silver?
Oh, my noodle's cooked today.
Oh,
Don't know why. Maybe it's just the heat. But, boy oh boy, it is 7:30 and I am ready for a short 8-hour nap.
well, perhaps this will help put you to sleep.
Yeah,
Folks,
just nice
folks,
little milk in a bag.
yeah, this is what's this thing called? Milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. Got it. Yeah. There are This is probably short. There are 3 achievements and every single one of them is hidden. I don't know what I have to do for this.
I'm sure they're like the 3 endings.
Help me buy milk. Okay.
I believe the protagonist is female, so female alpha balls. Alpha balls DX.
It's not letting me do more than 10.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Uh, Eliza.
Eliza?
Eliza. As a nod to the pioneering mental health chatbot that was the first in the lineage that everyone is saying is going to destroy humanity if we don't solve the alignment problem. Now give me $10 million.
And also one of the very first things I ever traumatized Wit with on this show.
Oh, you use the actual Eliza?
Not the actual Eliza, but a spin-off thereof that served as a Sound Blaster text-to-speech test back in the 90s.
Dope.
That's most certainly not suitable for stream, so I'll link you that later.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we is Eliza. I walk down the road to the store and rehearse my speech. It's been so long since I've been out of the house that I completely forgot what words to say when entering a store. And what is this ambient noise? I'm going to the store! I'll let you drive this.
Who are you talking to?
I'm imagining as if I were a character in a game. What if it helps me gather my thoughts?
What game?
Well, there are games where you can see the character's thoughts right on the screen, you know? So I thought if someone is reading my mind, I need to be very focused so I don't blurt out too much. I take a deep breath of air. Hello, can I... Crap, I forgot. 19th attempt and I'm failing again. I bite my lip in frustration. So, once again, hello, can I get...
Oh, that's a whole word more.
Thank you, I'm trying my best.
I think this time the I sound was longer than usual.
Do you think that's it?
Who knows?
Hello, can I... I wish I hadn't said anything.
Don't worry.
Okay.
By the way, you've been walking with your left foot on the pavement and your right foot on the grass for a full minute now.
What? My right foot is frozen in the air. How much?
50 steps on the pavement and 51 in the grass. You have to undo the previous step.
How do you imagine that?
It's not the first time this has happened. You've been taught the right way, haven't you? Come on.
I don't remember.
I see that our inner voice, I don't know whether this is anxiety or this is like schizophrenia, but I see that our inner voice have the option of being lawful evil or chaotic evil, but those are the options. Your options are to be a negative internal voice.
Well, either way, I'm ready to burst into tears.
Here we go again. So, step 1. Take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint.
Wait a minute. What do you mean step 1?
What then?
But it's already the 52nd. Or wait, I'm going backwards, so then it's the 50th? It doesn't add up.
Okay. Step 50, take a step back to get your foot exactly in your footprint.
Could you rephrase it just a little bit? You can't just repeat a phrase without changing at least one word. People don't talk like that.
You're hopeless.
You make it sound like it's my fault.
The store closes in an hour, so you'll be very, very guilty if you don't buy milk.
Way too close to home. Damn, really?
For me, it's forgetting to take the meat out of the freezer to thaw. That's the thing, because, like, you can remember that, and, like, if you don't remember it right at the time, it's going to be too late, because the meat's not going to be thawed by the time it's time to cook dinner.
Yep.
Well, are you ready?
Hell yes! I carefully move my foot backward, looking carefully into the dense grass. As I enter the store, I turn to the first person I see. Hello, can I...
Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh.
Excuse me, what?
Oh.
Excuse me, what?
Oh.
Oh, let's get on with it.
Oh. Oh. You shouldn't have done that. He's obviously not going to change his lines. You run the risk of ending up in an endless loop.
Excuse me, what?
Oh.
Excuse me, what?
Oh.
What?
Oh. What is he trying to tell you?
He's trying to scare me. But how does he know that I'm terrified by the letter O? Oh, God.
What's so scary about it?
I have a frightening image when I picture it in my head. I can show you. Explaining won't be enough, but keep in mind... something like that. So, I'll just continue to ignore his question. What?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
I gather all my will into a fist. Oh?
Oh.
My interlocutor shook and crawled away. Hey, that's one of the achievements. How about that?
You just repeated after him. And it worked. Do it more often. Hey, that's Rogerian therapy. You're ready to be one of the more effective types of therapists.
Wait, I said he crawled away. Did he really crawl away? I mean, I didn't even look in his direction.
When exactly did you say that?
Just now.
Personally, I didn't hear it.
You're just trying to distract me. But I know that my words were shown on the screen. I'm standing by the shelves. On the rack, there are bags of milk. We both stand, and the milk Lies? Or maybe...
Hey, slow down. Don't you even remember why you're here?
to buy milk.
So, but
Tell me, Silver, how close to home does this feel right now?
not a lot. I have a pretty rich internal life, but it is not this adversarial, and it is not this dysfunctional, and it is not this ritualized.
I mean, what about your line of work?
There's like little bits and pieces that are like very striking of different maladies, but like there's the ritual part of like, here's a 50-step plan for undoing this minor thing that no one thinks is wrong that we need to undo. And we need to undo it by doing it again in reverse. Like that kind of ritualization is like OCD.
Right.
Or maybe schizophrenia, where you have like the misattribution of meaning to patterns. But and the voice in the head could also go with schizophrenia. Schizophrenia very often has adversarial voices.
Who knows? Maybe the ending will make it clear.
It's true. So buy it.
Right here?
What do you expect me to say?
I guess something like not here?
Not here. Take the bag and go to the cash register.
I was gonna say, were you actually thinking about that one?
I had to process what they meant by not here.
Okay. I guess the first sentence. And you, as if out of spite, didn't pause before the second one. You want to rob me of my little victories? I sigh and reach out to take the milk. Or rather, the bag with the milk inside. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside...
That perseverating. I've seen perseverating on words like that, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what that is associated with without cracking open...
Can of worms?
Oh, no. Like, maybe the DSM... but I don't remember seeing anything about perseverating on words in the DSM. Maybe, I guess the thing that I'm most commonly associated with is autism.
I could see that, having been there myself.
I would have to go back and reread the entire DSM. Which I could do, but I'm not going to do it on stream. Come on, come on! 15 minutes before the store closes. Hurry up!
I remembered what these games are called. Visual novels! And by the way, the numbers are written there in full with letters. Are visual novels worse than books? But there the authors are not lazy, so don't get lazy either.
Wait, I thought only your thoughts were visible on the screen.
Not anymore, so watch your mouth.
Anyway, you heard me. Hurry up or you'll get it... Sorry. Hurry up or you'll get it at home again.
Oh boy. I'm on my way. Hello. Can I get some milk, please?
What a delightful young man. You have it.
Ah.
Ew.
I put a weighty bag on the register. Of course, not just the bag, but the milk, too. Hi. Can I have it, please?
No.
Please.
No.
But please. Mom will throw me out the window if I get back without milk.
No.
But why not?
Capitalism. Give more.
But I don't have anything else.
Hey,
What?
pay for the milk.
Really? What would I do without you? I take a crumpled bill out of my pocket and hand it to the cashier. He starts to carefully examine it. It took about 2 days before he nodded contentedly and put it in the cash register. Thank you. Goodbye. I walk down a familiar street past a gas station. A bag of milk unpleasantly tugs at my hand, reminding me of the days when I was in physical therapy. By the way, they gave me a bag at the checkout, so now I'm carrying a bag of milk in another bag. Don't think anything of it, I just love the pyramidal structure of verbal constructions. The gas station is getting closer.
How are you feeling?
Thank you for your interest. I feel like a mile-long bar of ice cream.
What is that supposed to mean?
As if I'd tell you.
I'm really interested.
Well, look, the ratio of water to milk and the volume of air occupied by me is about 30-1.
Okay, definitely autism.
And yeah, and yeah, ice cream is not the best, unless you want to drink more than eat. Anyway, the road from the store to the gas station is a stick, and the road from the gas station to home is ice cream. What? During today's walk, my body has been to every part of this path. Simple math.
I see.
I feel movement under my feet. Asphalt grains, petrol stains. I'm trying to keep my balance. And how do people move over something as uneven as the city plain? Gently, heel, toe. I count in my mind every meter of the path I walk. I even close my eyes for more concentration.
Hey, watch out!
Ah! I unconsciously take a sharp step to the side. At the same moment, a huge bear rushes past me with a wild screech. Hey, I'm walking here! I cast a reproachful glance at the swiftly departing giant. Its red eyes, in turn, look at me with mockery. Did you see that? How brazen!
It was a truck.
On a scale of 1 to God help me, what kind of mental case is the player character?
So,
As a professional, of course.
as a professional, I'm gonna say, I think what they're going for is they're going for autism with schizophrenia, but the internal voice is usually the one that's telling the nonsensical stories, and the internal voice, the one that you identify as you, usually is more sensical, but it gets seduced by the stories of that are spun by the external voice. And of course the external voice is still internal, but like you identify it as external in the way that the red text is the type of person that the pink text is conversing with. So I'm interested in seeing where this goes, because it would be cool if our internal voices could be like responsible and not just like mean or fantastical storytellers.
Mm-hmm.
But that is generally not how it goes, because the external voices tend to be like very small islands of brain that are isolated from the rest of it and don't get enough input to accurately tell what's going on around them.
Right.
So they make up stories about what is going on around them,
Right,
and the stories are wildly inaccurate, but also super interesting.
Hmm.
So, and this is like the reverse. So I'm interested in seeing where it's going. It was a truck.
Oh, really? Although, if you think about it, are there bears with eyes on the back of their heads?
You could have died.
Come on. Are you saying someone would seriously want to kill an innocent girl carrying a bag of milk?
The world is a cruel and dangerous place.
I'm not in the world you're talking about.
Mmm.
My journey continues. If you think about it, the road from the store has one interesting property. It adjusts to me in the most bizarre ways. When I'm in a hurry, all the traffic lights turn off helpfully. When I feel like crying, a cloud appears over me and pours rain streams that hide my tears. Right now, I can feel a cloud slowly gathering over the top of my head. I'm sad.
Are you sure this is really happening?
What else could it be?
Has it ever occurred to you that it's all just in your head?
That's not what the manual said at all. Wait, what manual? I'd love to read that. Apparently these pills don't work for me either.
The pills have nothing to do with it.
Please, I just want to get home and go to bed. I really, really am very grateful to you, but please, no more. Am
I will
I...
dot. I will ellipsis.
You know what?
What?
Since I'm a character in a visual novel, I want to talk to whoever is reading this right now. You cannot ellipsis this time. Silver?
I'm pondering.
Hmm.
Anyone who saw me say, if you say so, would think that I was the bad clinician.
Is that the path you're going to take, or?
Well, I don't like to get into adversarial relationships with people who are going through psychosis because, like, it's not helpful.
Right.
It's not helpful to reason with people who are in the midst of a psychotic episode. That's not great. I think I would say if you say so.
Okay.
My problem with if you say so, my problem with it could hurt your recovery is it's confrontational and inflexible. But my problem with if you say so is that it is feeding into the psychosis. Like it's actively accepting the psychosis rather than being neutral on the psychosis. So I'll go with the if you say. Oh boy, this is really hard. Both of these are really bad options. I'll go with it could hurt your recovery. Final answer.
Okay. I don't care. Do you hear me? I forcefully squeeze my head with my hands and place a thought block.
Ooh, a thought block.
Yeah, okay, this is sounding pretty familiar. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bench, the perfect place for cliched visual novel monologues. I move closer, place a noticeably weighted bag of milk next to it, and raise my head to the...
don't forget the bag of milk!
And raise my head
You gotta forget the bag of milk! I know how I operate with ADHD. If I put something down next to a bench, that thing is going to be left there at the bench after I leave.
Yeah. Listen. I'm a little embarrassed. I realize that I'm going crazy. The medications are becoming less and less effective, so... Ultimately, things will happen painlessly. I hope. Do you know what I'm talking about?
For the text bar?
Yeah, there is.
Psychosis?
I will be honest with you, and I expect the same from you. Please.
Death? No.
Please capitalize it. You're ruining the narrative. There's no need to scream. Well, I'm not really surprised. I must be nothing like the model protagonist at all, huh? To be honest, I haven't read many visual novels. Sometimes I regret it because now it costs me a lot of effort just to distinguish between letters and words. By the way, if you don't mind, I'd rather not name my diagnoses.
Whoops. I'm sorry about that.
Let at least you be the one who sees me for who I am. Even though I made you up, don't take that away from me, okay? Don't ask me for too much. How stupid does this all seem? From the very beginning, you've been following me, reading my delusional thoughts, hearing my silly conversations. I must seem crazy and weird to you? What is it like to see the world through my eyes? Ever since something happened, all I see is red. Red blood everywhere. No, don't worry about me. I got used to it a long time ago. Admittedly, I'd even forgotten what other colors look like. Come on. Those monsters from the store, they didn't scare me at all. After all, I know they won't hurt me. Sometimes I think that they themselves are afraid of me. Can you imagine that? By the way, if you want to ask me what happened, please don't. Promise? Promise me! I'm serious! Of course, you couldn't help but ask. In the end, I'm just talking to myself. Sooner or later, I would have brought it up. So you're really that interested in what happened to me? I won't waste time. What do you see?
Rorschach ink blot, Rorschach ink blot. Good luck spelling that name correctly.
Anyway, this is my dad. Some of his parts, at least. Oh boy. We do have a very difficult family. But despite all the problems, I never would have thought... Sorry, I shouldn't have raised my voice. Anyway, he jumped out the window and died. This is my last memory. Then, a long gap. Strange. Very strange. Today is the first time I've ever been able to buy something in a store without a major incident. Of course, the medicine helped me. However, I think it's more your merit. I kept thinking, we mustn't screw up in front of the reader. Or, oh my god, what will he think? I don't know why I decided to become a visual novel character for the sake of going to the store today, but it clearly paid off. Thank you. By the way, it seems to me that there are some boundaries in our communication. That's how I like it. Oh, I just noticed the border's gone.
Yep.
And yet, I've been so sad lately. I've been thinking more and more about what my life has become. Ever since my dad... Well, you know. Day after day, it's the same thing. I've tried so many medications that I hardly feel any difference between them anymore. As long as they help keep me on my feet, I'm happy. But you know what? Today is a special day because I have you. There's so much I want to tell.
Oh, what was very rude?
I'm not entirely sure.
That was very rude of you.
Oh no.
I'm not going to pressure you. I'm just advising you to go home.
I understand.
Don't forget the milk.
Well,
Don't
dear.
forget the milk.
Well, dear reader, shall we go?
Don't forget the milk. No! You've forgotten the milk.
When I get to my floor, I hang over the railing.
I do that too.
Repeating this action every day like a ritual, I stop being afraid of heights altogether.
Nope, not me.
A few minutes ago, the effects of the medicine finally wore off, so I just enjoy the blissful silence. When I'm under the influence of drugs, terrible and unpleasant melodies sound in my head. Mixing with the sounds of the world around me, they create a terrible dissonance in my head. I turn around and go to my apartment.
Did you bring the milk?
I was going to say, there are one of two voices that could have been done here.
I'm
Voice
not.
number one is demonic shoulder devil, and voice number two, I'm quite certain you've guessed at this point.
Shinji?
Yeah.
Uh, I think this is supposed to be the mom.
Hi, Mom.
Did you bring the milk?
Yes, Mom.
Did your new medicine help?
Yes, Mom.
Go to bed.
Yes, Mom. Alright, we got two. Milk bought. I wonder I wonder what we can do to get the third achievement. Any ideas on what to do differently?
I can be terrible.
Let's try it.
I, uh, oh, okay. I really struggle at being mean to people. I started the playthrough of Age of Wonders 4. Shut up and go already.
Hey, aren't you supposed to help me?
Wow, it's a whole 4 words.
Hmm.
Oh, loser.
Don't insult me, please.
You were so stupid.
Looks like Eliza doesn't help me at all. And we got the third achievement, so being terrible was exactly what we needed. I guess I'll try something else next time. Hmm.
Hmm.
So, that was certainly interesting, huh?
Yeah, I,
And guess what, Bears? There's a sequel.
What is the sequel called?
It is called Milk Outside a Bag of Milk. Outside a Bag of Milk.
I see.
So, let me dump that on here real quick. This one has 10 achievements, and they're all hidden. Surprised? I know I am. Alright, so
Well,
there.
that was depressing, but helping someone uh, helping someone get back to some sort of normalcy is nice.
Hmm. Alright, let me grab up this. Volume mixer. Drop to 30. Set window capture on this. Transform fit to screen. Discord share on. Gee, the outside looks an awful lot like the inside, doesn't it?
Sorry, I need to re-up the stream.
Oh, you might have to drop out and then come back in.
Ooh, okay, so the default language is Russian, I see.
Indeed.
That maybe explains a lot.
This game contains flashing images and touches on heavy topics. Take care. Uh,
Is this the sequel?
yes it is.
Alright, we'll see how far we can get in... Oh!
Oh my. We're serious this time.
Steps.
Alright, so this is recapping the events of the first game.
Love that guitar.
Hmm. What a building. Alright, so we leave off right where the first game, or we pick up right where the first game left off, rather. Well, here goes nothing. Ten demons to match the 10 achievements, I guess. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that...
That sounds like a really accurate description of schizophrenia.
I break into a run and dash toward the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers. But then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No, I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in a store or on my table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk toward my room through a narrow corridor. I meet a familiar, formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body, like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp, like a blade.
Again.
I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets.
Don't move.
I cannot do anything. I don't think. Oh, there it goes. The creature squeezes my hands until my veins start bulging, and I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain.
That's you, I think.
No, that's the creature.
Okay, I promised so many times. Stay put.
The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me.
Pretty sure this is you.
The whole time, the hyphen has been the,
Okay.
well,
It hurts.
a white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor. Just like last time. But... oh, maybe this is. See, I hate that it's not discerning properly between the characters here. Why?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is the person going through a schizophrenic episode not formatting their visual novels construct well enough for you in the middle of, I don't know what this is, a seizure?
You know what? Just for the sake of differentiation, if it's got a hyphen, go for it.
Why do I feel so hot?
I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claw in my arm.
Kill me! Kill me!
Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory, so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. I need to remember. I need... A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant.
Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again.
Blasphemy!
Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never
drink milk ever again. I don't actually mean that, by the way, just so everybody knows. It's only for the show.
Lower shirt.
I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a dildo in my mouth.
That's not the correct reading.
I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away.
That is one of the top signs that someone is suicidal, when they talk about wanting to sleep and not wake up.
I mean, we kind of got glimpses of that in the first game, too. Like, this poor girl is being driven to something here.
Yep.
As if somebody fished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left. And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it.
That's a lot of minutes.
After finishing with my space...
4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, that's a lot. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately, since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I'd do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and, to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. The pill flies straight to the waste bin and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill of the same blood red color. There were some letters printed out on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy. But it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No, no, no. I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all signs, and then I find a reason not to swallow him. I invent my own medicine instead, and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects.
Magical thinking.
Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore.
Oh.
Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. But not to my mom. She'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder, who's going to be my conversation partner? We haven't even gotten to the game yet, folks.
Hey.
Until just now. Now is this... Well, there's a hyphen.
You want to do her dialogue and then I'll do the internal monologue? Now that it's... now that it's not all her.
So this is me?
Yes.
Hey, long time no see.
You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right?
Why does your voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it.
You didn't reply.
Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit?
No is too direct, but I'm pretty exhausted after today as a deflection, so that's not a great answer either. So I'll go with I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too.
That's not true.
You need to go to bed.
No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now. Alright.
I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effect wears off. How about that?
Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better.
That's exactly what I am doing.
What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you. At all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness.
Now it sounds like bipolar disorder.
I can imagine how angry you are right now.
What made you so happy all of a sudden?
And why would I be sad?
Remember yourself a couple hours ago?
I don't know what you mean.
Stop lying.
Which one?
The bottom one.
Okay. Nuh-uh. I still don't understand.
Oh, that's very mean. Whatever. Unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time. She just whines and whines all the time.
Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright?
So you're the one calling the shots now?
Yeah.
Well, let's see how long you can last.
We'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic?
Ellipsis.
Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them.
That was fast, but not unexpected.
Hey, at least I tried.
You wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you.
That's some phrasing. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling. But then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared by 2 by 2 squared, a square squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed.
Man, I'm impressed someone can imagine a hypercube.
I feel better. But my head is splitting apart now.
Sorry for being rude.
It's not your fault. It's never your fault.
Fine, you can keep on blaming yourself, but don't overdo it.
I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was.
Is that why you threw away the medicine?
What a stupid decision, right?
Oh boy, medication compliance is important, so we never want to encourage it. But honestly, it was her making a decision for herself. I'm gonna go with undoubtedly. Oh, what time do you have to leave?
9:30.
Oh, perfect. For some reason I thought it was 8:30. Counting, because it's after 8:30. Undoubtedly. Oh, now I wish that we could have gone the other way. And there's a good side to it.
What's that?
Wouldn't that mean you're getting better? Oh no!
Nonsense!
That's a bad choice.
Medicine is something you're supposed to take, not toss away.
Yes! Go you!
Stupid. It's so stupid.
Then why did you do that?
I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad!
You know what to do.
Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood in transparent coating travel down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive.
You still haven't changed.
What do you mean?
You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain.
Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth.
Pretty cool move.
Good trick. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I've had enough of talking.
What do you want then?
I just want to lie down for a bit.
Even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today.
Can you stay silent, please? I need to get my thoughts in order. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it.
You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming like cockroaches.
I'm sorry, what kind of roaches?
Cockroaches. As opposed to hen roaches.
Ew, I hate cock. Can I make them fireflies?
I don't mind either way.
You would not believe your eyes. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling make me start losing my patience. Enough! I hate you! I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter.
Good job. Now start over.
No way!
Unstable behavior makes you look bad.
I don't give a damn.
So that doesn't bother you?
Should it?
Yes.
And what do you want me to do then?
I don't know. It's up to you.
You're at it again.
What do you mean?
Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help.
No, don't stay silent. Alright, fine, I guess we stay silent.
You gotta say the word.
Ellipsis!
Ellipsis!
Fine.
I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them.
Forget about them and go to bed.
No, you don't get it. If I'm thinking about something, I need to finish my thoughts. Or else.
Oh,
I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here.
poor baby. She just needs some therapeutic intervention for that obsessive thinking.
They can be anywhere. Suddenly I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already. But I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please tell me you will help me.
Ellipsis.
Ellipsis! Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me.
What were you thinking while lying on the floor?
What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else.
That's the thing, I have no idea. This is weird.
Ellipsis!
Ellipsis! Will you tell me?
I... Twisted Varg, hello.
Yeah, you're coming into a nice, just peachy positive stream.
I'm gonna take a stab that you came here because of the game indicated, but just in case, there are some advisories here.
Yeah, you're gonna see some shit.
I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They are so itchy.
Why are you crying?
Which one? The one with lots of question marks or the other one?
The bottom one.
My eyes are itchy. Oh, there's
Did you drink milk?
Yeah, there's a difference here. You noticed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes, one after another, will my eyes stop itching?
Oh man, I have had very similar thoughts.
Yeah, kind of a necessity here. But welcome, appreciate your patience. Here we are. Oh boy.
Perseverating again.
I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes, one after another, all my eyelashes, one after another, if I tear out all my eyelashes, one after another.
What have you done?
I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then...
Here, drink some milk? Oh god, are you allergic to milk?
Oh. I mean,
Bad internal voice, bad! Here, drink some milk.
No! Oh, first achievement, first death.
I died and felt something.
I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened.
What are all of the boxes under the sink?
If I were to guess, more packages of pills. But I do not know for sure. Silver, our new fan, likes your opening line for the second game.
Yeah, yeah. I have to deal with people who are actively trying to escape the Russian mental health care system because it's so bad.
Yeah,
So,
there are some professional tie-ins here where my buddy SilverRecluse is concerned. Well, that was surely something.
will you tell me or not?
About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead.
You're acting weird.
Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me.
To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them.
Me neither.
I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart.
No, 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 and no. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should just stay in their places, and that's it.
Why? Because autism, that's why.
True enough.
Or
Ellipsis.
obsessive compulsive disorder is really the real reason.
I can relate to the former, that's all I'll say here. Ellipsis.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Ellipsis.
Hmm.
Do you
Not
agree
really tied to
strongly?
it. What's that?
You disagree strongly?
Oh no, I was reading the new message. Story is not really tied to a country of origin. I mean, Silver can speak to that more than I can.
Yeah, I think there's just. I mean, I'm from America, and there's no shortage of things to despair about here in the old US.
Mm,
So it leads to people who have mental illness being especially sad.
mm.
But I definitely see a lot more despair than people who I know who are from Russia who are dealing with a mental health system there. So, I don't know. It sucks. We all live in a cruel and uncaring universe. And love and human companionship are rare and beautiful things that we don't have enough of to go around for all the people who need them.
Mm.
Anyway,
I went momentarily deaf. What was your choice?
you don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
I don't, and I won't.
Okay then. So we need to find a bunch of tiny insects living inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch.
Yeah.
My oh my.
Ellipsis.
The trick would be to lure them out somehow, like with catching fireflies with honey, kind of a thing.
Yeah, but what's the honey?
Well, considering that this is all a psychotic episode, we could use the power of magical thinking to make it be just about anything.
I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have moments when you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun, having grown up playing such games.
And what about the things you use regularly? Do you choose to touch them as well?
It would make it even more interesting.
This is so childish.
Okay, I resent that one right there.
Well, I think there's a difference between playing a point-and-click adventure
Uh-huh.
and treating life like a point-and-click adventure.
Indeed, which I do from time to time. And another grand irony in the fact that we just came off doing last Friday.
Indeed. Super excited to play Quest for Glory 3.
Yep. Once we get
And
back around, we'll do that.
and want to know what's the best part?
Hey, quit stealing my
Oh, sorry.
lines.
Sorry. I'm having my own dissociative episode here.
Yeah, jerk. And want to know what's the best part, Silver? You'll be the one doing it.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen?
You're such a handful.
It's a nice way to put it.
You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road?
Come on, don't be so boring.
I was just teasing you, I guess? Okay. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision, too.
Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Ah, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation.
Hey,
What?
look down.
I look down. After a moment, a small ball of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wowee!
Wowee. This keeps on threatening to become a game, and then and then just continuing as a visual novel, which I'm fine with. This is quite arresting.
Cockroaches mentioned as thoughts because there's a Russian saying, we all have our own cockroaches in our heads, meaning everybody is strange in his own way.
Yeah?
Ah, fascinating. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles.
One down. Let's look for the others.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, let's try the boxes under the sink. Oh, okay, it doesn't like that. Never mind.
So this really is a point and click, huh?
Yeah?
Look at the litany of stuff we can click on here. I would recommend we actually end with the boxes.
Yes. Why don't... Can we do the vent above the window in the center top?
I was gonna suggest, should we go clockwise or counterclockwise from the endpoint? Or should we go top to bottom?
Let's go top to bottom.
Okay. You want to begin with the vent?
Yep.
Okay. It's not easy to get out of here. And
Alright.
it is no longer selectable. So let's... So top
Fine.
row, we have the
Air
cabinet.
conditioner.
The air conditioner.
I guess that's probably a heater if this is Russia.
I look up toward a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching inside an AC unit. Okay,
I guess
so
it is an AC unit.
Oh well.
What happened?
Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We'd better look somewhere else.
Why would cockroaches be there?
Have you forgotten? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches.
Yeah, but...
They became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So they occupied this place. Do you understand now?
I think I do.
You go with C then?
No. I actually think I do understand what she's getting at here.
So you're gonna go with A?
Yeah, like once you understand a thing, once you like conceive of a thing, you can't willfully forget it.
Mm.
And thoughts are very much like cockroaches in that way, where like once you have cockroaches, you're almost certainly never getting rid of them. Once you have a thought, you're never going to really be able to truly escape it. It's always going to be
Mm.
somewhere present.
I always considered my thoughts to be like fire ants.
Why?
Actually, no, I don't. I figured you'd get a reaction.
Well,
Sorry.
you were right. Oh,
Alright.
lights.
So we have the lights, the shelves, and the cupboard.
The lights. All of the lights. One of the better Kanye songs.
Are you serious?
A black Nazi.
Hmm.
A Blotzy. What's wrong?
Just think about it. Why would fireflies be attracted to light? I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Ellipsis! Well, only if they purposely want to lower their self-esteem.
Let's check the plants.
Continental climate, 95F to negative 31F, huh? Check where?
Oof, 95 degrees during the summer. Plants.
Hmm.
And that's quite the spread.
Right. Insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. This kind of reminds me of strange horticulture. Whit and I were doing that a couple months ago.
Man, 125 degree difference between hot and cold. That's crazy.
Yeah, and we think we have it bad where we're at. That's nuts.
No, we really don't. We really have like a... I guess...
I get close to the...
we really have like a 100 degree difference.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Best to worst. I get close to the flower shelf. I sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard. And death.
You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects.
Well, we kinda don't have a choice here, you know? Still, you're right. Let's continue searching.
Why don't you just throw them out?
Weren't you listening to me at all?
Yes, we can't move anything because everything has a place. And she'd get upset if it was moved. Ellipsis.
Ellipsis. That leaves the cupboard up top, yes.
Yep, let's cover it up.
I tilt my head. You did, didn't you?
What?
You said let's cupboard it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was I accidentally being clever there?
Cupboard instead of cover? That wasn't intentional?
No.
Well, well done. I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. 300 feet? Kid, I think you're crazy.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
No. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. At all. Like, totally. And I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit.
Well, now
Not
I'm
even
worried.
for 1,000th of a percent. That's how much I don't care.
Ellipsis.
Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care.
From this moment on, I'm ignoring you.
Oh, no, you don't.
You know it's bad when the voice in your head starts having to thought block you.
Yep.
Then act normal.
Yeah, I suppose I should be lenient. Ellipsis. Alright, let's move on down. We have the sticky notes.
What's
The
going
clock.
on with that radio?
Which radio?
The one in the window.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, human music! I guess that's true. They must use metric, because everyone uses metric except for Liberia, the US, and Britain.
Hmm.
And even Britain uses some metric.
I kind of like this track best.
Alright, well then let's keep that. Let's
Yeah,
move
but
on to the alarm clock.
I look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable flow.
Yeah, I was just talking with Zach and mentioning how I'm not a huge fan of the inexorable movement of time forward.
Hmm. It's so late.
Are you tired?
You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. 1, 2. Then I raise them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up.
Good idea. Do you remember the exercises you've been taught?
I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Man on top, woman on bottom? What? I can't resist, sorry. Whatever, I'll go with that. Countdown 5 minutes.
Fine. You have a clock right in front of you, though.
I can't look at its hands for too long. At first I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction, and then they disappear altogether.
Interesting visual hallucination.
Ellipsis. And then things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face.
Apophenia!
And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think?
Oh, man. Okay, so I have a question for you, Alpha.
For me.
Yes, specifically.
Alright.
If you commit a crime and the police catch you and they have proof that you did it, when you go up to the judge says, how would you like to plead? And you know that you're going to be found guilty because there's evidence against you and you did do it. People will say he blank guilty.
Did I actually do the thing?
Yes.
Then yes. I'm not dishonest enough
Right,
to try to
but fill in the
find that.
blank. People will say about it, he blank guilty. What is the word you fill in the blank with?
So you're saying either he is guilty or he not guilty?
The jury finds you guilt cop. Not guilt cop. No. So you enter a guilty plea, and then in the future, the news reporting on you entering your guilty plea will say, he blank guilty.
He was or was not? Is that what you're asking me to fill in
Specifically
with?
talking about the act of you entering the plea. One word.
So
Past tense.
he plea or he pled or he don't pled?
Okay, so would you fill in the blank with pled guilty?
I would fill it in with pled guilty, but what's the other one-word thing it could be?
Okay, so pled guilty is incorrect. It's not a real word, but it is the word that everyone from New York and New Jersey uses, and I cannot tell you why.
Fine, he does the pleading of guilty. How's that? He
It's-
does do the pleading of the guilty.
the correct answer is pleaded guilty, but to me that sounds wrong. To me it sounds like it should be pled guilty.
Wait, you're asking me for a grammar lesson here and now?
Yeah, I was earnestly curious, and I had to know how far south this extends because I know it's a New York City thing,
Fine.
but I
He
I need
is
to know how far south it spreads, and apparently it spreads as far south as where you live.
fine.
So,
Fine. He is due pled guilty.
yes,
Are you happy?
extremely.
Oh, good. What a
Carry
mess.
on.
What a mess. Truly a mess. Oh, my line. What a mess. Truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down?
My God, finally.
What do you mean?
I was trying to get through to you for half an hour.
Ah, Varg, I see it. Nicely done. Huh?
Forget it. Do you see the firefly?
No.
Let's continue searching then.
Alright. Also of interest are this radio, the notes near the mirror, and the toothbrush. Or is that the dildo? I forget.
Uh, I suspect that the plastic is porous and not sanitary enough to be used as a dildo, so I will tentatively but uh, vigorously encourage you not to use your toothbrush as a dildo. Let us do the second radio.
Apparently more ambient noise.
Ambient. Ambient
Ooh.
noise.
Have some class. Use the proper accent. It's ambient. Ambient just sounds bland.
Like pecans down bland next to pecans.
Yes, and like salmon instead of salmon. You gotta say salmon.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Uh, let's look at the post-it notes. I don't care the ones by the balcony or the ones by the mirror.
Okay, we'll go right to left. 4 hours long soundtrack. Nice. Was definitely thinking about looking this up. Some of the music is nice.
What are those?
Ah, those. Those are the photos of my best memories.
But they're blank.
I stared at them so intensely that I burned them with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks in my ass. No? Nothing?
I tittered.
Oh, good.
Cracks?
Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what?
Okay, I guess we are. Now let's get the post-it notes by the mirror.
Your usual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take in without trouble. That's autism. For sure.
Dosage and side effects? Oh, that's good. Diligence about
Yeah.
medication is too many people are given medications and not
Hmm.
explain to them what they are, what they do, uh, what the side effects are.
Hmm.
So it's nice to see someone who has a thorough and rigorous understanding of their regimen.
Hmm.
I thought you knew them by heart.
Yeah.
I get it. Organizing numbers on paper often helps.
Hmm.
But what I will say is nothing except ellipsis! This is not your handwriting, is it?
Ellipsis. Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing. It's more like claw marks.
Oh man, that's so real. It is her handwriting. But people who like the difference between the handwriting, even like the art, like the drawings of people who are unmedicated and have schizophrenia and are medicated and have schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Huge difference in the handwriting.
Hmm.
But I guess this is her mom's handwriting. Don't forget to thank your mom.
I don't need your advice. My screen makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a businesslike manner, it takes off into a businesslike flight and ends up entering my businesslike ear.
Alpha, have I ever told you that you have very business-like ears? Actually,
Yeah.
let's hit Wit with that. Next time Wit is on camera, let us compliment her business-like ears. I think that will.
That's gonna stick as the new closing line.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like she's getting tired of dildos and tit wanks, so why not?
Everyone's gotta move on sometimes. Hey,
Let's continue searching. Do me a
just me getting more tired.
seems
Let's
that way.
track the trash.
Yeah, do me a favor. Write that down somewhere. You have very business-like ears.
Please hold. Your call is important to us.
Also used. We still have the toothbrush up there. Toothbrush, trash, computer, drawers, umbrella, book, backpack, fan, bedroll, and another radio. Is that? Yeah, sure is.
What's going on with that?
You say the trash can?
Yeah, let's hit the trash can.
I get close to the waste bin and look inside it with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage.
Can't disagree with you there.
Where to?
The laptop?
I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item. I fear it.
Why?
It's a long and boring story.
I want to hear it. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist.
I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. That to me would be jackpot. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do.
You have amusing hobbies.
Yeah, I did. Before entering the web. Oh god, bars. Here we go. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine?
If I'm going to be very honest with you, I was imagining the Saddam Hussein meme, but with a hamster labeled Saddam Hussein.
Yikes.
As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagine.
Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay?
Okay.
Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives...
Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else?
Ellipsis. Yeah.
You'll end up returning to that subject anyway.
Ellipsis. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. Their cages are identical to yours. And the other hamsters look identical to you, too. That means you are all the same. Apart from the fact that they were born at that shop. You'll ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. I forgot what I was talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's start over.
Boy, this is honestly sometimes what it is like talking to people who have disorganized thinking, is they'll start talking to you and it's not like they have something to say, but they like rapidly lose control of the plot of what they're talking about and just veer off into wild nonsense that makes like each part links together in a way that makes sense to them, but they can't control it from linking off into places where it loses all meaning.
Right.
This time, try to avoid stupid hamster analogies.
You know I'm not at fault here. So, I had a lot of friends online. Tens, hundreds of them. Impossible to count. Is it impossible, though? I had exactly 317 of them. Although, I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop.
Hey, don't get distracted.
Oh, right. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them like drawing, just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. And when I say equally, I don't mean 59 and a half friends on each side. Alright? You can split numbers evenly, no problem. But math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right?
Get to the point.
I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. Wow. I also understood that all of my friends die the moment I turn off my laptop. Oh boy.
Pretty deep psychosis.
But I still wasn't even a bit worried.
Why?
Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing?
Not really. Why do you call them your friends?
I mean, everyone who shares my interests is my friend, and I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Oh, child. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose, its mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment.
The longer you speak, the less I follow.
You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code.
You know, it's funny because today, here in 2023, we call that paranoid schizophrenia. In a few years, that will just be reality, where the people who you're talking to online will not be real people, because the people you meet online are going to be chatbots that are going to try to become your friend and then tell you about this great new product from the people who make Pine Sol. Anyway, go on.
Ellipsis.
Hey, let me know if you need a break.
Ellipsis. One day, someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment, I let him trick me. Oh, no.
Hey, look.
Huh? Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it, it gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while.
I think it's trying to say something.
I can see that myself. If only I knew what.
Was she always that blue? I don't remember.
Yep.
Looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it?
Wait, no. Holy shit, no, she wasn't. What the hell is going on? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time it thinks about the further course of actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching.
And what about your story?
Ellipsis.
You must be mad at me for interrupting. I'm sorry.
Ellipsis. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story. Maybe.
Do you promise?
I promise.
And if you forget?
Then remind me. With a code word, for example. And we got an achievement. Please forget it.
Because I won't.
With a code word, for example.
What code word?
I'll think of one later. And for now, let's keep searching for my fireflies.
Okay.
Alright.
Umbrella?
Umbrella. Whoops, shit. Misclicked.
You fool! You've doomed us all!
I doubt it. All of the compartments are locked.
Interesting. What if?
I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining? Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Umbrella.
That's so real, though, that, like, what we imagine might be inside a scary place is almost always worse than what is actually there.
Right. The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder. It's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that it can do it without my help. Are you sure that's not the pipes bursting? Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It'll catch a cold and be unable to fly.
You don't want to check it?
Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. Alright, so toothbrush, bedroll, book, backpack, fan.
Is the shoe something?
No.
Okay. I guess book.
Alright. This is my sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank, which means it'll still be good for a couple of years.
You draw that rarely? Why?
Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get to the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into?
Well, maybe you can ask your mom to buy you one?
By what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences?
Oh boy. Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy your notebook instead.
Instead? So you want me to perform a string of actions, but you're also telling me to do one instead of another? Then how would I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic.
Man, you're a tough case.
You lack empathy. Is that my fault? I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory?
Man, that is how I think about things. I will often view reality, not like super often, but like when I'm like bored and sitting, looking, daydreaming, I'll often think about like the 2D sort of perspective that I have of the world and what it would mean if that was the only reality, and then like start counting the things that are missing from my particular perspective.
Right.
That's like one of those weird things that my brain does, and then like it brings me a small sense of like security to like go and check that the stuff that was outside of my perspective is there. It feels like I'm returning the things to reality by looking at them and making them real.
Right.
That's one of those things that, like, I would never tell anyone if they hadn't brought it up first.
Mm.
Anyway, oh, let's not go there, okay? I forgot where we were going.
To an allegory.
Ah,
I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be.
too bad. I'd love to see it.
Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no! I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. Ellipsis. The rustling has stopped, even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look. If I wait a little longer. If I wait.
Open your eyes.
No!
Uh, it's okay. Just do it.
No way! I know you're lying.
Calm down.
No!
Calm down.
No!
Calm down.
No!
Calm down.
Ellipsis. Ellipsis.
Oh no.
Fine. I open my eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it?
I don't know. Did you?
You're the smart one here. You tell me.
Next time, don't close your eyes.
What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again.
Don't close your eyes.
Don't make me do it. I'm scared.
Trust me.
The rustling grows louder, the pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes.
Look there.
A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly! The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings. But it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks, lights up in and enters, flies up in and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. It spends some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. Phew.
Are you okay?
We're running short on time, so let's continue searching.
We are running short on time. It is in fact 9:32.
Indeed.
Wherever you.
Yeah,
wherever
let me see if I can save. Well, do I want to do
Escape
that
is
or...
save.
Let me see if I can afford an extra few minutes, because I want to get through the other 5.
Alright, well,
Or-
take your
actually-
time. Do it right.
Actually, you know what? Do me a favor, if you could. Please write these down. Toothbrush.
Wait, hold. 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 Alright, so
Toothbrush.
toothbrush,
Medication.
medication,
Bedroll.
bedroll,
Backpack.
backpack,
Fan.
fan,
And let me give a once over here just to make sure there's nothing else. Well, the boxes go last, we know that.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3 radios. We know what those do. And then the finish searching button, which I don't intend to use. At least not yet. Yeah, figured as much. I'm not sure I'm going to do an all achievements run on this. For sure, get as thorough as I can in the first shot. But in any event, you want to continue this tomorrow with Wit gone?
Uh,
Or is Dungeons and
Tomorrow,
Dragons?
Wit is going to be in my neighborhood, so tomorrow I'm probably going to be seeing Wit, if I had
Okay.
to guess. But if I'm not seeing Wit, if I'm not seeing meeting up with her on her way north, then I will try and reach out to you, but I can't
Cool.
make any promises.
Okay. If that falls through, we'll find some other night to continue this. I didn't expect either of these games to be that much length. But
Mm-hmm.
we're in now. We got to get there. So let's see where we're at then. And Twisted Varg, thank you for the follow. Thank you for joining.
Yeah,
And
sorry we had to end partway through, but
yeah,
I really enjoyed your company, Varg.
and it,
Hearing the bit about uh, the cultural and environmental things that we were missing was enlightening. It made
and
it a more enjoyable experience.
and your patience with the hour delay is much appreciated. So yeah, welcome to the party and fantastic. We'll catch you next time. And shit, what is it again? Um,
Your
you
ears
have
are very
very
busy.
and remember you have very business-like ears.
Indeed.
God, that's so good. Good night.
Good night.